Good evening, everyone. Hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. A few lagged frames at the start there. Everything in this room, I swear to God, is overheating, myself included. God, it is absolutely boiling. Very, very warm day today. Let's sort that out there. Very, very warm day today. Literally tried recording because today, as we seen, or may have seen by the title, today is the last day, last stream, hopefully, on this Logitech wheel. It has served me so well over the past year. I think I've been on it now. Maybe just a little bit less. But it has served me tremendously well. And so this stream is going to be a bit of a send-off to the Logitech. Evening, Craig, how are we doing? But everything in the... I swear to God, it is so warm in this room. And up here at the moment that it just... I tried recording a video, which was going to be a review of the Logitech. And my cameras, me, my laptop, the PlayStation, everything overheating. Like, ridiculously warm up here. So yeah, absolute nightmare. So hopefully we're going to we still got some issues there, do we? Hopefully we're going to be winning some races tonight to send off the Logitech. But yes, 3 awesome races. Hope everyone is doing well. Apologies for the slight hiccups, but yeah, I think we're all good. So Daily Race 8, I've been on this for a few hours because I've missed the entry. I just realised that. Daily Race 8, tremendous little race, this one. Group 3 at Barcelona. I was going to kick off with that, but I've just missed the entry. So we're going to switch things around. I'll do it the other way. We'll start with Dragon Trail. Group 4 at Dragon Trail. Haven't done this one yet, but Daily Race 8 is a tremendous little race. Been having a lot of fun with that because of the fact that I then couldn't get things recorded. Had a load of issues with software and stuff this afternoon. So bit of a nightmare all around. And I just thought, you know what, I'll do a few races of Daily Race 8. Now, I was just outside of, we'll see if I still am, the top 100 times. 116, I've dropped down one. I was at 100, so I'm still 2 seconds off the top spot, which is, you know, but that for me, I'm quite happy with, to be honest with you. 116th in the world, but I know that I could improve on that, actually. I don't know if I'd get down to the 45s, I'll be perfectly honest. I think that's maybe just out of reach, or at least in that Beetle. I want to try a few different cars, but the Beetle I was quite comfortable in. But yeah, I thought, hey, not too bad. I was 115th, and I've dropped down one spot there. But yes, Daily Race B, we'll kick things off with then. We'll start with that, and then we'll jump on to Daily Race C to finish things off. So we're going to get progressively faster as the races go on. We'll start with Group 4, then Group 3. Then Group 2. So Daily Race B, it is what's going to be the top spot round here. GTR, kind of not a surprise. So we'll jump in the GTR then. This is a car of choice, quite evidently. And we'll go for it. We'll kick things off. I've not been feeling too grand the past few days. I don't think it's COVID because, well, COVID tests have been negative, so I don't think it's COVID, but I've just not felt too great overall. But hopefully this stream goes rather well. Still getting some lagged frames there, but I think we're all good. So I've got fuel to keep us going. I've got Cherry Pepsi here to keep us going. Behind me, I've got lots of chocolate to keep going as well. So, oh, turn myself up. Absolutely, mate. No problem. Check. Is that a bit better? There we go. I had to pack down all of the gear, all of this sort of like streaming gear, for a filming job over the weekend. So all the settings on everything is totally different. So yeah, maybe volume was a little bit short there, but there we go. Is that any better? I think that's a lot better. But Colin Craig on your friends list is me. Got you. So what time had you set there? I imagine it was a bit further than me. Is that all right for volume? I'm just starting to get into the red there when I get a little bit louder. So I think that'll do us nicely. Lovely stuff. Appreciate that, mate. Thanking you. Thanking you, thanking you. We're streaming at a rather random 47 frames a second. So that's a bit weird. We're definitely getting some issues there, which we've never had before. But this is, like, genuinely, I put this down to just the fact that everything is overheating, and that's no exaggeration. It's so hot in this room that everything is overheating. I've got 3 fans on in the room, which I mean is just blowing hot air around the room, but I've got the window wide open. Literally, the window's like 4 foot, and just the whole thing's open, and fans are blowing everything, but everything is so warm. So warm. I'll still turn myself up a little bit there, Craig. I think that's about as max as I can go. Everything is so warm in here. It's uncomfortable, to be honest with you. And yeah, everything's melting, basically. All of my equipment is melting. But anyways, right. Let's go. Oops. Make sure we get entered, actually, properly onto this one. But yeah, Daily Race A. Have you done Daily Race A, Craig? Because it is tremendous fun. I mean, it is literally just what a normal Daily Race B would be, and then I'd be saying Daily Race B is great. But the Group 3, Barcelona, you can't ask for much more, can you? You just simply cannot go wrong. So then, right, I'm back up to A rated as well, by the way. I got a couple of podiums. I don't think I got any. I don't think I got a win. Did I get a win? No, I don't think I did. I think I got P2s and 3s though, quite consistently. Oh, you missed last week's stream. I don't think there was much that you did miss though, so I wouldn't worry about that, mate. Over in Northern Ireland, how was that? How was that? I've been to Dublin, but that is to go see Taylor Swift, believe it or not. So I'm on the wrong bloody race now. Enter GTR Bosch. Talking about Taylor Swift's got me distracted. Yeah, I went over to Dublin to go see Taylor Swift, but that's about as familiar with Ireland as I can say I am. Been too hot. Been the same for you then, mate. It's us Northerners. We're getting all the heat now. Although I think it's pretty much boiling no matter where you are in the UK at the moment. So yeah, honestly, I've never known anything like it. I turned my camera on. I got like sort of 5 minutes into a review video on the Logitech, which I thought was going quite well, to be honest. I'd scripted it out. I'd done everything I needed to do. Set up a bit the old screen recording, all that sort of stuff, and then just went tits up. Just my laptop started going wrong. My camera then started saying overheating, and that had started shutting down, which I've never seen that before on the camera that I've got. So that says about everything you need to know, really. Oh, went to go visit Scotty. Nice. Nice. How's he doing? Is it as warm over there as it is here? Because if not, I might have a few days scheduled for to go to Ireland if that's the case. It's a bit cooler. But yeah, so this is going to be the last stream on this wheel, and then we're going to be on to sound is balanced. Perfect. Now that'll do nicely. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the heads up. I sort of just took a guess as to where it was the last time, and quite clearly it was wrong. I thought it was a rather well-educated guess though, but yes, I was wrong. But yeah, so last stream on this wheel, and then we're going to switch over, oh dear, to the wheel that Stu very kindly sent. I do keep forgetting the model of it, however. T300, is that right? I don't think that's right at all, actually. Maybe it is, I can't remember. But I'm looking forward to getting onto that and familiarising myself with it. Still getting some rather nasty lagged frames there. Let me just let me just see if we can sort that out. I mean, it's quite unlikely actually, but that's what we'll do. Bosh. If you could see what I'd just done to fix that, you'd be laughing. But I've literally propped a fan up, another fan up behind my laptop. But honestly, this genuinely is so warm that genuinely, I'm not exaggerating when I say everything in here is overheating. That is not an exaggeration. Tell you what, I don't get the Terminator reference, I'm afraid, Michael, but it's a bit beyond me, that one. I had a shot of a G29 last week. I think you'll be shocked at the difference, especially the pedals. So what are you on? What are you on at the moment, Craig? What were you? I've totally forgot what setup you were on, but I'm sure you have told me before. But I apologise. Oh, look at the state of this lobby. Oh, my word. Look at the absolute state of this. I don't know why I was thinking you were on the G29, Craig, but I think that's... I know James is on the G29. Whew. God, it's warm. Yeah, so what are you racing on? Ah, the T248, got you. But then I can't, as I say, I can't remember the model because I'm not too familiar. It's a Thrustmaster, I'm sure, but I can't remember. I'm not too familiar with the Thrustmaster models in truth, so I can't remember what which one it is that that Stu sent through. But either way, we're looking forward to getting on it. Look at all these A+, oh my word. We're going to be at the back and we're going to be staying at the back here, boys and girls. But we'll do our best. That is genuinely, as it stands at the moment, we'll get racing firstly when there's a bit more for it to process in terms of what's going on screen. But I swear to God, I've propped up a little desk fan underneath my laptop, which is propped up higher. T300, I thought it was. I thought I had the right, yeah. I did say that and then I said it's probably wrong. But it was right. Belt-driven wheel, yeah, got you. Yeah, right. Well, I'm looking forward to doing a comparison between the two as well. But I need to get my... The reason that I didn't switch today, although I was considering it, and I would have had time to do so, is that I wanted to get a review of the G29. Mainly for content on the channel, because I think that would be a good video to put out. And the way that I had it set up and everything, I think it could be a good little video. And then I wanted to do a comparison of switching from this to the new wheel, to the T300, and then do a review of the T300, as opposed to just getting one video out when I got it set up and just doing a generalised sort of review on the wheel. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing the switch, which I think it'll be Friday. I think that's going to be the day that is my sort of like setup and rig day, and just see what we can get captured in terms of content as well. I'm debating, by the way, I'd love to get see who cares, which I doubt would be anybody at all, but on Thursday I'm thinking of doing, there's a Fuji time trial, I don't know if anybody's seen it, time trial event. I don't know if it's just gone live today. There's 9 days remaining. Might have already been up for a little while, I'm not too sure, but I spotted it for the first time today. The Fuji SF19, the Super Formula cars at Fuji time trial challenge, and I thought, oh, I might actually do that. I don't normally do the time trial challenges. I'm not that great at them. I'm not that great at Fuji either, and I thought maybe this is a little chance to improve. And I thought about doing a stream, like a 200 laps challenge of Fuji, and I wondered whether or not people would actually be interested at all in that. Someone bins it at the desk chicane there. So I'm contemplating whether to do that or not as a stream. On no, we're still having some issues there. Whether or not to do that as a stream on Thursday or not. Wow, we're still having lots of issues here. I might knock the stream on the head at this rate. I've also been pricing up now because I desperately need the upgrade of new MacBook M1. Get onto the M1 chip. I've purchased this one that I'm on laptop, which is, I mean, it was still like $3.5 grand because I bought it for work, and mega bit of kit. But then like a week later they announced the M1 chip. So then my laptop, I looked at, like, I spent like $3.5 grand on it, and then I got it on finance anyways, and then they announced the M1 chip, and I thought, oh, I wonder what mine would be to part X at $3.5 grand down. And then Apple said, oh well, we'll give you $600 for it if you wanted to part X it for the new one. I thought, probably not. I did contemplate selling it, but then I just got it, and I thought it's not worth the hassle. But I'd love the M1 chip, the brand new Macs, although they've been out a couple of years now. But right, let's see what we can do here. We're still having a little bit of lag in there, aren't we? We're having a nightmare of it. You'd think I would have learned by now after 2 laps to just brake earlier there, but evidently not. P14, see if we can grab a couple of positions here. These guys up ahead doing a bit of scrapping. See if we can maybe catch up to them here. Almost. Oh, we've got a position there. See if we can have this now. Couple of positions. These guys side by side. I think it's just going to be a case of one of them binning each other into turn 2 here. I'm going to brake earlier this time. Finally managed to brake where I need to brake. Try to go around the outside P12. Cut me off on the way out of the corner. He was entitled to the racing line. That's not saying he was doing anything wrong there. But here we go. Once again, we've got the better exit now. Slipstream as well, although it didn't make too much difference around this section of the track. But it makes a difference around this section. Down to the hairpin now. Oh, it just opens the gap up nicely there, and we're going to get 2 positions there. Oh, I think they've just put each other into the wall there. Not very good. Oh, he's just put us into the wall though. That's not very nice. Come on, pal. I think we can do better than that. We can definitely do better than that. Alpha, how are we doing, mate? How are we doing? There, he went for the lunge. I didn't quite expect it, to be honest. I've ended up dropping back a fair bit now. Once again, this time though, we're going to have the better exit to P11 here. Fellow Brit. Let's see if we can get past him this time. We got pushed into the wall earlier. I don't think that was quite a fair one, to be honest, but we sort of get on with it. I think we're going to be able to close this gap unless there's a slight mistake or maybe it's a bit of fighting. Oh, a bit like that. A bit like that. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do us. And we're going to get past him, and more than he's pushed him into the wall there. That's not quite fair, that. Oh, that's nicely done. That'll do. That'll do. Going to have that position. We might actually get one more here. Someone serving a penalty or making a mistake. It's going to go to the inside. Not quite quick enough to judge myself which way was best to go there. But I think we can have him on exit here. We've got to go the long way around though. We've got the position. Yes, we get that one. P10. Not too bad, not too bad. Few positions made up. You can see all the A pluses moved instantly all the way down to the front of the grid, and we managed to get P10. So, no, you know, all in all, not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, we're starting to, yeah, we're getting a few lagged frames there, which is a new one on me. Lagged frames. We normally do have a bit of some issues, but it's a different one this week. Just as we get rid of the previous issues, we are faced with a new one. But genuinely, I've said it a couple of times now, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is things just overheating in the office. It is so warm up here and in here that genuinely I can barely touch my laptop with the heat. That was top split, that one, was it? Oh, well, there we go. I'll take P10 in a top split lobby. Not too bad. Let's jump. Oh, we got 20 minutes or so, which is going to be a bit of a killer. But whilst we're on, because, as I pointed out earlier, we're dropping down now. We're at 123rd. But I think there's a bit of time to come out of that. So whilst we wait a couple of minutes, just the entry period to open, we'll have a quick little nosy at the rest of the races. And what wheel am I getting? So I've already got the wheel, and I've had the wheel for about 6 months. But I've just not got round to changing it. So Stu, who you will know from the chat, Alpha, very kindly, before Christmas actually, it was before Christmas, so nearly 8 months now, sent me a Thrustmaster T300, so a slight upgrade from the Logitech, from the G29. But the main reason and to be honest, the main thing that has taken me so long to get onto it is, one, finding the day, because I've just been so busy with work, literally like every day, weekends, everything, to sit and find the, you know, couple of hours to pack this down, get the new one sorted and all the rest of it. But I've also then wanted to do a review of the G29. I've then wanted to do a video of the switch from this wheel to the T300. And so that I could then also film a review video of the T300. So there was like 3 videos that I wanted to get out of it all as well. I didn't just want to put the new wheel on and then, you know, just carry on streaming and just be like, right, thanks Stu, that was brilliant. I also wanted to make a video of it, and, you know, as a video as well as a thank you to Stu, and have his business sponsor the video and everything to, or by default become sponsor of the video for the very kind, the kind gesture. So yeah, anyways, that's that. So that's why it's sort of taken so long, but we'll be getting there. We will be getting there. This is the one that I want to have a quick look at because I'm quite interested in this one here. So we've got the race details here. I don't think a pit stop is mandatory, if I remember rightly. Was there a pit stop? Yeah, so there was no minimum pit stop, but tyre wear is so high that you're almost forced to do a pit stop. And I don't think there was a minimum... Let's scroll down here. I don't think there was a minimum tyre requirement, was there? Yes, there was. It was the soft tyres. So I don't know. I think the strategy, from what I've seen, is 2 stints on the racing soft, which would kind of make sense. But there is a bit of tyre management in there. And I wonder, or... because the fact that they've done racing soft and racing and hard and not the medium, it makes me wonder whether or not there's 2 possible strategies there that work out quite similar. So I'll be interested to give both of those a go, which is what is going to be the plan. So from 9 o'clock, I think, is going to be the plan if I've worked it out right. First race, we will do both racing soft, and then the second race, we will do racing soft and then racing hard. We'll give both strategies a bash. So there we go. Anyways, right. Daily race here. I swear down, the most fun race of the week. No joke. So I was at 123 there rank. I want to try and get into the top 100. I think I'll need to take off about 4 or 5 tenths to get into there. Yeah, where's the medium tyre? I think it would have been good to have the medium tyre on, but that's why I think if they've gone racing soft and hard, it makes me think that the 2 strategies could end up being quite similar. If you see my logic. So let's give this a go then. We're going to try and improve on this 46. I don't know if I'll get down to the 45s. We'll see if we get down to the 45s. But we will do our best. So if you want to take a guess now, we'll play our usual game. Hopefully we don't have any issues with the frames as we go. But it does look like we're going to have a few. Place your guesses. What is our fastest lap time going to be? We all know the score by now. If you get it correct, all 3 decimal places, free t-shirt coming your way from the merch store. Of your choice as well, by the way, from the merch store. So links in the description for that. You can go see. Woohoo! Pick out which t-shirt you think you would like. And get your guesses in. So what is our fastest lap time going to be? I'm going to aim here for a 45, but whether or not it's possible, I do not know. Well, I go as far as saying I do not think so. But it's worth trying. Was never going to work, was it? Right, here we go then. Let's count this as our first flying lap. Slight mistake there, that's for sure. Right, there's our first, more or less, second gain there. 8.5 tenths gain. There's a second taken off so far as well. Try to do that without braking there. Should have just hit the brakes. Get turned in earlier. Quite a bit of time lost there, actually. That one might be track limits, that. Yeah. I presumed so. Start that again. I apologise, guys, that the stream's not the best at the moment. Like I say, I'm not exaggerating when I say everything literally is overheating. Temperatures in here are ridiculous. Hopefully it settles itself down. If it doesn't, we'll just call it a day, but I'd quite like to get a bit of racing done. That's a penalty as well for running wide there, isn't it? Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Start again. I should have just started again right at the start there. Didn't have this issue when I was trying to qualify earlier. As soon as I go live, I stop seems like I just stop being able to drive. Let's go again. That was better. I may even go as far as saying it was quite nicely done. Yeah, I'd love to know, Craig, what time you end up getting on this one, because I know it used to be the case that we used to be quite close, and then you just started totally obliterating my times. But I feel like I'm quite happy with my pace around here at the moment. Right, 4/10 we need to take off just to get back down to the pace I had. As soon as I go live, I definitely lose 4/10 a lap when I go live, definitely. Ah. Right, that's a bit better. There we go. I think that'll be an improvement as well. Yeah, by about half a tenth or so. Jonathan, how we doing? Good evening. Good evening. That's fascinating, that when you change up, if I hang it in fourth there, I gain time instead of changing up to fifth, because you're changing up to then change immediately back down. So right, I'll have enough time for one more lap here when I cross the line. Oh, you plonker. You absolute plonker. Right, start that again. Let's try again, shall we? Right, let's just see how, if we can just try and take even another tenth or so, it would be mega. Lost a load of time there. That was no good at all, that. And there, lost a load of time there as well. I did keep that in fourth there, but then I did max out. Hit the rev limiter, so I don't know. Like a 10th gain there though as well. Turn 9, 10, whatever it is. Crazy, like 2 tenths up there, more or less out of nowhere, that one. Oh nah, I've cut the corner there. Cut the corner too much. Knew it as well. Oh man. That was 2 and a bit tenths up there. That was 2 and a bit tenths up. At least we know we can get to the low 46s. At least we know we can get to the low 46s. Oh man, that's annoying though. That is annoying. What's also annoying is watching this stream on my phone and seeing that the quality's not where it should be. That is a bit of a killer, that. Dan, how we doing? I did say Dan, doesn't it? I was going to say. Before I've misread someone's name who should have said Don or Dom. Dan, how we doing, mate? Oh, man. Oh, P1. Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that, that's for sure. Not expecting that. Right, okay. Interesting. That is, yeah, interesting's the right word there. How come we've dropped down? We're down in, we got some B-rated in this one. Maybe that P10 result on the last, on that last race has dropped us down a little bit. That's not very good. Dan, I promise that the streams normally look a little bit better than what they do now. I promise. This bit with me, this little box that I'm in, this part of the stream doesn't necessarily improve. This is as good as it gets, or as bad as it gets. But the rest of the stream, I do assure you, does normally look a little bit better. But yeah, it's we're overheating, myself and all of the equipment in the office, so it's all going wrong. Literally overheating because of the heat as well. And that's not an exaggeration. I've said it too many times now, but that's going to be my excuse throughout the majority of this stream for majority of things. The stream going down or lagging, the crap results that we're guaranteed to get, everything. It's all because of the heat. It's too hot. Yeah, I've already got the wheel, Dan. It's a T300, Thrustmaster T300. And I'm going to be getting onto it next week. Hopefully setting up and onto it next week. So. In fact, Friday is going to be the plan. So I might be able to stream as well. If all goes well, might do a stream on the Sunday or the Saturday, doing sort of like a stream for the new wheel. Otherwise, I'll just do the Monday night usual dailies, and just stream that instead. But right, well, we're P1 here, which I was not expecting whatsoever. Let's be honest, none of us were. Obviously dropped down the lobbies a little bit, as much as that improvement on our qualifying time did still help. But we got 6 laps. Let's just see if we can stay where we are then. Easier said than done, especially with me. Any new faces, word of warning is that I would just expect the worst at all times, and then should we manage to keep it on track, it's kind of like oh, we actually did it. As opposed to the moments when I bin it, being the shock and being like, oh no, I can't believe it went so wrong. Let's just accept the worst. Let's accept that we're finishing this race last, really, and then like a podium's a bonus. If we bin it and lose a few places, it'll not be the worst result that we were expecting. Right, we can hope for the best though. We definitely hope for the best, but right, this guy's going to have the slipstream then. It's a difficult track to lose someone on this. It's a difficult track to drop them, because you have a straight like this where you might get a couple of tenths out. We might put this gap up to say 8 tenths or a second, something like that. But by the end of this straight, they've regained 2, 3, maybe even 4 tenths, depending on how close they were originally at the start of the straight. So we've got to be careful. And there's other moments in this track where slipstream, although quite brief, although quite short, can still make a big difference on some of these straights. So we'll just keep an eye on that, because that was sort of the bottom end of 6 tenths was the gap. This is that's the trickiest corner on the circuit. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's not. That's easy compared to this one coming up. This one here, I think it's turn 9 or turn 8. Is brutal. Really, really difficult to just gain momentum. You've really got to push and take risks. That might be a penalty there. Might be, it might not be, it might be, it might not be, I'm not too sure. Doesn't look like it is, thankfully, but I was expecting one, to be honest with you. Right, we've got the gap up to a second there. Fourth gear on there seems to be quite comfortable as well, so happy with that. Let's go. Right, on to lap 3 then. Fastest lap of the race, 47.8. Fastest lap by default, I think. We've pulled a gap, which is good. To 1.1, 1.4, wow, okay, that's good stuff. .6, 1.7. That's where it's tricky to get the power down. If you just have a bit too much lock on while you try and plant it, as much as you feel like it's safe to do so, camber on that corner most definitely makes it not safe to do so. Missing that chicane altogether, because I know that if I try and take that apex and try and go over that curve, that I'm just going to make a mistake. It's guaranteed. So play it extra safe. I'll not bother with that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on the new wheel. It should be good. I mean, it's literally been sat there for like 7 months, and I just haven't gotten around to doing it, which says more about me than anything else does, really. But yeah, looking forward to getting onto it, getting some races on it, getting a review done on it as well, some content, some videos, see what we think. It's a weird one, this daily race here, because I've had some tremendous races in it, but I get the feeling not many people are interested in it. I get the feeling not many people. I mean, I love this combo. This combo is a great combo for me. I love the combo. Not the quickest, although we're doing better than we normally do, but I think that's just relative to the fact that, yeah, people don't seem to be too interested in this one. I don't think people are too interested in Group 4 Dragon Trail, considering how many times we've seen it. I think the fact that we've got a new track, it's not necessarily new now, but you know, it's an original. It's new to GT7, Deep Forest Raceway, Group 2 as well. I don't think that's a combo that we've had yet, so I think that's where most people are at. As difficult a combo as it is. Super tricky combo, but yeah, I think that's where everyone's at. We've got a 3.6 second gap here, so and we're improving each lap as well. 47.2. keep going. We've almost got this one in the bag. Let's not talk too soon. 4 second gap. Oh no, I'm gonna say I looked there and that said 4 seconds. I either lost a bit of time as I've done that, or it was just taking a while to work out where we were exactly on the map. There it goes, 4 second gap there now. Relatively comfortable, but we don't want to make any mistakes still. That still would see us lose the position. Something major anyways. Like binning it like I normally do. .4, 4.7 actually. Someone with a very loud motorbike down in the car park. 5 seconds, lovely stuff. Let's keep going. Keep pushing here. Gonna have pole position, lead all laps, and fastest lap. How about that? Well, that's what we're on track for, anyways. If we manage to hold it together, so. Let's go. Here we go. 5.2 second gap, 5.3. Try and push there a little bit. Wonderful stuff. Oh, yellow flag up ahead there. Wonderful stuff. Happy with that. Temporarily we have fastest lap as well as pole position and the race win. So fingers crossed that sorts us out rather nicely. Whew, right. Wonderful. Yeah, the stream was every time I was looking there, it sort of was on and off, wasn't it? It looked alright, it didn't look alright. It was sort of a bit up and down, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's a point. Yeah, it used to only be road cars, of course, but then yeah, maybe it's alienated people a little bit from Daily Race A and avoided it for that reason. And I think it's got its own reputation, Daily Race A, as being kind of like dodgems anyways, hasn't it? So I can understand why people would be avoiding it. And to be honest with you, the racing's been pretty clean. I've had one race where a couple of questionable moments, but other than that, it's not been all too bad. So yeah, we'll see how the night progresses. Should we jump on to Daily Race C then? We'll have a quick look over there. I've not done this yet at all, so I'm not expecting too much. This was the lap time challenge. This is what I'm debating streaming on Thursday. I'm sort of in two minds, to be honest with you, as to whether or not to do it. Because if I think I want to do like a 200 lap. I've made the thumbnail and everything for it, and I kind of think I should go for it. But then I'm not too sure. Are people going to be interested in seeing a 3-4 hour stream of me trying my best at Fuji? Well, I very much doubt it, but you never do know. That 18.8, he's 2/10 clear of P2 on the championship there as well. So that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, my I quickly got a thumbnail. I went round on the pad and I got a 128.2, so a lot of improvements needed there. as I was going around mimicking some thumbnails. Anyways, Deep Forest, let's have a little look. Let's jump in. We're only going to have enough time. It's the CLK. That is the car of choice, though. Craig saying yes to a time trial stream. Michael say I'll watch if you want. Oh, I'll watch if you stream. I misread that. I thought it said I'll watch if you want. I was going to say it is your choice, mate. You don't have to tune in. Right. Oh, I forgot which track we were at there. Right. Let's have a little look at this then. This is a huge, huge difference to the cars that we've just been driving. Those Group 3s. Group 2s are another beast altogether. Probably my favourite, definitely actually I'm going to say my favourite category. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. I think I'll do a time trial stream on Thursday. We'll see how we get on with that. I doubt it'll be the first of many. It'll be the first and last, I presume, but to be honest, the only reason that I thought about doing it was because it was Super Formulas and it was Fuji, and I thought, to be honest with you, that's probably going to be quite a decent. It should be good fun, hopefully. I'm not going to reset because of the penalty. I just want to. Oh, absolute tank slapper. Let's enter as well, shall we? Just realised I hadn't done that. I thought I did do that. I thought I did enter. But should I do 200 laps at Fuji though? Should we actually do 200 laps? And what's my target going to be? Get within half a tenth of the number one. Half a tenth, half a second I should say. Half a tenth would be good though. Oh, same mistake again. Got to set a realistic challenge to try and do on the time trial stream. Right, will we even complete one lap yet? I think so. This is my benchmark. course, we can only improve from here, whatever it turns out to be. I think it's going to be like, what, 117, 18? Maybe not, nowhere near. 19, 20, 119. $119, right, okay. $121. You got a 121 on Fuji. Don't think that will hold on to gold. How does it work? That how does the gold thing work? Because I seen it was like it said plus on it said like plus 3% of the. So does that mean that the gold will always change depending on who has set the what the fastest lap time is? I presume that's the case, is it? Oh, I think that's Levitus set up in P1 with a 117. Ah, got you. If the top time changes, so does the gold time. Well, that's a good way of doing it. I like that. So I see what you're saying. You don't think it'll be enough to hold on to gold. Okay. Well, you never do know, do you? I suppose it encourages people to go back throughout the week and try and make sure they're improving and all the rest of it, doesn't it? But yeah, let's see what we can do then in this race. We got 14 laps. It's going to be a case of 7 and 7. Split it down the middle. Pit in the middle. But I don't know how well these tyres are going to hold up, and I don't think it's too well. Or how well I'm going to hold up on the tyres, I should say. Probably more to the point. So P14, right the way at the back of the grid. I think it'll be a bit of a shock if I do manage to make up any positions. Although there's a few running wide into turn 1 here. I'm going to go early short shift, because I really don't know. Or I want to make sure I look after the tyres, because I'm guaranteed to be making mistakes once they start wearing down and become a little bit more unpredictable. Essentially position. Oh, we had a little look there, didn't we? Around the outside maybe. Not quite. To the inside this time maybe. Yeah, well, we've given the space there. We've given the space. We can have that. He turns into us, so we were alongside him by that point, so we'll have that one. That one's fair enough. Absolutely fair enough, that. Right, just a whole gaggle of cars up ahead though, so let's see. You see that slipstream is incredibly powerful as well, so. Trying not to wheel spin there. Pretty much impossible when you're trying to accelerate out of a corner in first gear in these cars. Sorry guys, I can see the stream dropping off again. Starting to get a few more of those lagged frames once again. For anyone who hasn't heard me say it yet, genuinely the reason for that is that everything in it, it's so warm that everything is overheating. I've got 2 fans on my on the computer, and it just was not having it. The fans might as well be switched off. I don't think they're making any difference to the heat in here at the moment. Right, now this Boomer here, the Frenchman, is who we got past earlier. I have raced against him before. You see, he just nudged us out the way a little bit there. So we'll see how we get on with him later in the race. So I get the feeling we could have an issue or two with him, as we have done previously. I'm just going to keep this to the wall here. They're both desperately trying to scrap for the slipstream. That's the difference that it makes. Look at that. Possibly around the outside. We hang it around the outside. We get the move done around the outside. Wonderful stuff. Position to be made up there. Someone's binned it. See if we can get to P10 here. I feel like P10 could be on here. Just need to stay patient. Trying to make sure I higher gear throughout each of these corners. Oh my god, he's gone into the pits now. Oh, he might be going onto the hard tyres. We can't see. I was going to say, we'll see what tyre he goes onto, because that was the other strategy option that we have, is to try and go onto the hard tyres and then run them a little bit longer through the race. But to be fair, the tyres are holding up a little bit better than I thought they would do. Been too bad at the moment, as long as you drive them sensibly enough, which I feel like I have done. It's not too bad. So by default, because of that pit stop, we go P10, and I feel like this position from the Frenchman could be on here. We've just kind of stayed rather consistently at sort of within 8/10ths, this sort of gap we've kept here. We're bouncing over the sausage curbs there. Dropping down out of the slipstream. And the slipstream, I mean, in these cars as well, would probably be about 2 or 3 seconds. I think GT Sport has it at sort of 1.2, 1.3. I think it now adapts as well, depending on the cars as well. So maybe it's a little bit further for the Group 2s. Instead of what always used to be just set in stone, no matter what car or category. On GT Sport, it just used to be three quarters of a second. If you were in 7/10ths, you were in the slipstream, and that was it. But a bit more realistic nowadays. Right, we'll go end of lap 7 then. So we'll try and get one more lap out of these tyres. weird that there, because in the braking zone the car, it ghosted me. So I obviously must be braking. I must think that I'm braking way earlier than I need to be. Another position made. Shooting pit stops. Of course, as we get more comfortable as well, improving our pace slightly. So I actually do think that the hard tyre strategy could be worth a look, but to be honest with you, I only think that that's, now my opinion is that that's only going to be worth looking at if you're sort of stuck in traffic and you maybe just want to pit earlier, get a few free laps, clean air and all the rest of it. Everybody going into the pits now by the looks of things, which might actually tempt me to try and go one more, but to be honest, I don't think it's worth it at the moment. Right, onto the soft tyre again. Do not refuel. Everybody's into the pits, so it might have been worth trying a different strategy, having a look at something different. Stu, how we doing? Let's keep within the pit lines as well. Normally catches me out, that one. Yeah, so the tyres aren't as bad as I thought they would be, to be honest. I thought this car would be pretty lethal once those tyres start to get worn down a little bit, but it's been alright. So this is our race then, this Frenchman here, I think. For sure. Oh, he's got himself a penalty. Hopefully then he's no longer our race. Oh, and this guy's binned it, yeah, the German on the left hand side. Should hopefully get this under braking here. Just park it on the apex, have that one. There we go, we see the German there, or the Belgian. What flag's that? Who knows? One is the wrong way around, upside down, whatever it is, I don't know. But he's going on to the hard tyres there, I think. Maybe he's coming off the hard tyres, I'm not too sure. Now we got this Frenchman here in the slipstream. We'll try and brake a little bit later. We end up running around the wide to the outside. He's just got the pace on me, to be honest, this guy. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. No doubt about it, I would have thought, but you don't get one. Weird actually, the slipstream not as powerful as you would think in these cars. We've got the run, yeah, I think Scotty into the pits there. To the inside, we get that move done. Good awareness from him there, gave the space in the end, despite us having a little run in with him earlier. we've got a bit of a gap to him now. Now he's having to defend, which helps us out massively there, to be honest with you. So we've gone from P14 to P8. Scotty's in P7 there. He's on the hard tyres. I don't think we're going to catch him though. Keeps ghosting me when we get down to that hairpin there, so I wonder if I'm actually taking that a lot slower than I perhaps want to be. Maybe it's everybody ghosts there because it just knows it's a punt central kind of corner. Yeah, I'd quite like to put a decent lap in on this, and then hopefully work our way up the lobbies a little bit and see where we're at. But at the moment we might have to worry about a little bit of defending to be done to this guy here, as we run a little bit wide there actually. He's going to be right on that. But yeah, the tyres holding up pretty well actually. I feel quite comfortable with the way the car is handling. Not quite there though. Right, 2.5 to the Frenchman up ahead, P7 there. Got 2 laps. Gap's down to 2 seconds now actually. I feel like we might be getting off at this position here. Down to 1 second. I think he's made a mistake or 2 or 3. So let's see if we can maybe have this one. Penultimate lap coming up. See what we can do. Wide there. Let's just apply the pressure. He's quite slow. He's quite slow. I wonder if he's not pitted. Yeah, he's gone. I wonder if he's not pitted there and he's trying to run that. Oh no, he's back. I thought he'd gone. Oh no, it's a different driver. That's the guy who was behind us, who we had to worry about. And he's caught us up immediately there as soon as we've gone behind that Frenchman. He's caught us immediately, which just shows the time that can be lost sitting in traffic. Right, let's try and have P7 then. We had it temporarily, then we've lost it. He's got a double overtake done there. He'll be well happy with that. Again, we've got a better run here, so slipstream should allow us to get past. Hopefully. Has forced us to the outside though. Is he going to outbrake? Keeps it well controlled. Keeps it to the inside there. Now this is a good bit of racing. Just hope it's coming through okay on the stream. Final lap, he might just have this one now. Oh no. Trying to get my foot down a bit too early there. Can we close this gap or not? I don't think it's going to be the case. Even in the slipstream, he's had a much better run. He's made a mistake. He's made a mistake. Could we have this yet? Not quite going to be ours, that, unfortunately, but we're going to be 4/10 off P7. So we made halfway up the grid. I tell you what, it's not too bad. From P14, I think we've done okay there. I think we've done okay. Take him at the hairpin, yeah, it would have been the place to do it. I just lost that little bit of a gap though, didn't I? Gutter. That is a bit of a gutter, that. So yeah, apologies that the stream is lagging that little bit. It is literally lagged frames that we're getting, which is a new issue. Never happened before, but it is literally due to the case. You have dropped frames, which is internet. You have skipped frames, which is processing. And then you have lagged frames, which I think is sort of is processing as well, but literally down to the fact that I mean, the heat off my laptop there, the heat off that is just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So literally overheating with the heat. Race B, have you done? Yes, I did one, but I think we're going to jump back on it soon. But I think strategy-wise for that one, that is what we want. Just 2 stints on the soft tyres, I think. Don't need anything else, really. It may be worth a look, like I say, to jump onto the hard tyres if I think you're stuck in traffic or you want to kind of try an alternative strategy. But yeah. Right, whilst we're in Group 2 mode then, let's just go again on that one and set a time here. Oh, hey. I was going to say, my wheel didn't reset itself there. That did seem a bit weird. Right, cool. We're back to facing the right way. Yeah, so then we get on to Race B after this one. But it's good that all 3 dailies are worth doing. Do you know what I mean? All 3 of them are tremendous races, so... Right, let's try and improve on that 119, because that didn't really... that wasn't anywhere near what we want to be getting. We can improve there, that's for sure. We've run a bit wide already into turn 1. Ooh, that might be a penalty. In fact, I would go as far as saying it should definitely be a penalty. But I don't think it is. Right, let's see how late we can actually brake. Can we brake at the start of that? It's just a bit... Oh, no, we can't. Just a little bit too far there at the start of the curve. Maybe it's just before the start of the curve. It's where we can brake. Right, let's run as far out wide as we possibly can. Gain as much extra speed as we cross this line as we possibly can do. As we see there, we already improve on that. Despite taking the absolute not racing line right the way around the outside to finish that lap. Still gained by a 10th or so on the previous discovery lap, let's call it that we'd set. losing a bit of time there, quite a bit of time actually. So there's a lot to be improved on the next lap. Not hitting the fence for a starter as well would also help, wouldn't it? Maybe he's getting a 10th, also 2/10 actually, by running the actual racing line. So let's see if we can get that below a 1:19. Track limits. Where's the limits there? Where is the limits? Oh, that's a killer. Set ourselves up for the next lap then. Right, we'll get one more lap here. Let's see what this looks like. I can't believe that skip frames is really doing my head in. Oh no! Didn't change up quick enough there. Right, well, there we go. Haha. 118, what's that? 118, 888 for a t-shirt. Been at lap 9 for a second t-shirt. You wouldn't be wrong, mate. I very much doubt you'd be wrong. Yeah, the lag frames issue's getting quite annoying, but I think I've said enough times now. Unfortunately, that is one that I can't do much about. Quite literally being cooked in this room. I dare not even open the chocolate bars because they will be literally melted. Unfortunately, no aircon in these offices. Although I might price up getting it installed after today. Right, hopefully we start a little bit further up then. No, we don't. We literally start pretty much the same. P12. I think most people are in this race tonight, aren't they? Most people are going for Daily Race C, so I actually imagine that the timings will be a lot tighter. See if we can climb up the grid again then. To be fair, we've done alright on the last race. Starting P12 this time round. Let's aim for a top 6. Try our luck and aim for a top 6. I'm going to catch the chat on my phone instead, guys, because anything to not have to have my laptop running. I will get rid of the chat and just run it on my phone here. So, not noticing any stream issues. Oh wow, that's interesting. I mean, it's on and off, and I'm catching it on my phone a couple of times when I just glance down and then back up. I see that it's sort of, you can see that the frames are lagging a little bit, because it will with the lagged frames. What it does is you'll see it sort of slow down and then it'll speed back up and catch back up to where it is. I don't think it does it with audio though. It's only the visual frames, or most of the time it is anyway. But yeah, I'll catch the comments on my phone from now. Just so I can actually basically put the brightness all the way down on my computer, and then in the hope of securing a little bit more firepower from it. But yeah, just going to keep an eye on the tyre. Someone's already binned it there, pirouetting round and round, and I have a feeling it could be a few. Try to go around the outside there, but I'll be surprised if I don't get a penalty there as well. Nudged into the wall there by the Frenchman. Oh dear! Everyone slamming on the brakes. Oh, he's in the GTR. I wonder how he finds that. We've gained one position here. Oh, I think that's how he... This is how he finds the GTR. Slow, because we are about to fly around him there, I think. Someone's serving a penalty. Oh my god, everyone's... Whoa. Yeah, we could do with everybody being ghosted here. Oh my god, wow. Wow. Everyone was everywhere there. Bloody hell, that was crazy. Tagged from behind a little bit there from the people that were then trying to brake later, but maybe he's not judging it very well because they'd served a penalty, so trying to brake a little bit later there. This guy outbrakes, but I also outbrake. He's got round me. Oh well, he almost got round me. He's tagged me there again. Oh, he's binned it. It's pretty costly that though, being stuck in amongst all of that. That's costly as well, going into the wall, might I add. Oh god. He's serving his penalty there. Should have been up to second gear a lot earlier there. Got a lot of people behind us, a lot of people that are going to be catching up, I imagine. Outbraking again. It's not the smartest of things to do. Good thing that you have there coming out that corner, you have a little bit of camber which kind of just forces you into the corner, like forces your ability to put the power down a little bit more. So it always feels like quite a nice corner, that one. way too slow a corner, that left-hander over the bridge for third gear as well, so you do have to go second. You just have to be careful getting the power down, considering you're pretty much at a 90-degree steering input at the time that you're trying to put the power down. Right, see if we can catch up to these two. I said P6, I said a top 6 finish, so let's see. We can try and close the gap to these guys here. What we got, 2.2 seconds. Let's bring this down as much as we possibly can do. Oh, we got this guy here as well. Going to be looking for the move, I think. Goes straight into the back of us, sends us into the wall. Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much. And that guy pushes us off as well. Wonderful. That's a guy in the GTR who seems to have been annoyed by somebody. What's going on here? Why is everyone now just all of a sudden became not very nice? This is the kind of situation where I think it is worth pitting early to go onto the hard tyres. Something like this is where you're going to start losing quite a bit of time. I may still consider it yet, to be honest. Try and get the switch back here. Not quite going to happen. We're back down to P12 then, which is where we started, but I still feel like we've got an opportunity to progress back up the field, which is good. Pushed again there by someone. He's trying to tag us there just so that we spin round. In the GTR, I think. I'm going to watch here because he looks like the type, or seems like the type that's going to try and send it in the braking zone despite being 4/10 back behind everybody. Get round one person here potentially. Don't want to close in on him on the apex here. These guys seem, that guy doing the right thing there, going into the pits now, to be honest. It's not quite worth staying out, I don't think. Just while we're on the back of these guys, we might as well. Always feels better to get the move done on track, doesn't it? So it's an ego thing more than anything else. That has just decided my strategy. Slipstream here. Like I say, it's weird. The slipstream doesn't seem to make too much difference. These cars, when they're in, even when they're in front, they accelerate so much that you don't really seem to lose. Oh, he's gone for it. Why would you go for that? Why would you go for that? Lost so much time to the battles here. Almost lost it there. Almost lost it. Into the pits we go again. Do not refuel. Picture and sound all good. It seems like it's settling down. It seems like it's getting a little bit better, yeah. But literally just way too hot. Back to P12 again. P1 mustn't have gone into the pits yet, has it not? Or was that just the gap? Was the gap 30 seconds? I don't think it was it? I hope it wasn't, because that's pretty bad. Right, I want to try and keep fourth down there, I think. There he goes into the pits now, so that'll be interesting to see where he comes out. 30-second gap, 30.4. See where he comes out, how big the gap is when he comes out of the pits, if indeed he comes out in front. Which he has done, yeah, he has done. Could have the switch. You could have had the switch back on us there. Almost. Let's try and have P8 then. We wanted top 6. It's not quite going to happen. See though if we can improve and progress a little bit further here. I feel like it's doable, but I need to be on it, and I'm making a couple of mistakes here. .5, 1.4, still pretty much 1.5. Look, a couple of thousandths less. Come on. 1.2, couple of tenths gain there. That's a little bit better in the slipstream, which seems to make no difference in these cars. It's very weird. Only a few laps left. Are we going to manage this? Are we going to manage to get P8 here? I really hope that we can do. I think it's doable, but having to work pretty hard and overdoing the tyres like that is not going to help. Gap's up to 1.5 now. One point 1.3. Hey, right, we're improving. Come on. Let's keep it going. 2 laps left after this. I feel like he made a slight mistake as well there. I lost quite a bit of time, but not that much to him. Just need to be a bit more cautious on the throttle on the way out of the corners. Maybe he's up a gear, but I think in these cars you lose so much by being a gear up. Just want to half throttle your way out of it in second gear, get that response. Better response than being up a gear. Closing again, we're closing again. He's just been a bit better out of the corners, certain corners at least anyways, because that one I was a bit better than him. Now he's now going to be eyeing up P7, because I think that's who we can see there in front of us. So he's going to want to try and push on for that. He's going to have a more powerful slipstream from him than I'm going to have from P8, so unless he makes a mistake, this might be us and our race. P8. Closing again though here. Please don't let that be a penalty. Please don't let that be a penalty. Right, this is the closest I've been. Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying. I tried to brake as late as possible. Had I have actually just braked at the normal spot, I would have had him there because he outbraked as well. Tried to do exactly the same thing for the position further ahead. And I may well have just had him there. Within 5/10, or just over 5/10. We miss out on P8. But that's, you know, not too bad again. Not too bad again. I feel like we lost a lot of time to the guys fighting up ahead, easily a couple of seconds. Christ, a couple of seconds would have got us up to P6 there, so Right, I'm glad picture and sound seems to all be alright now then. That is good. What do we think of a time trial stream on Thursday then? Should we go for it? Should we do 200 laps of Fuji and see what our fastest lap is? Do we think we should give that a go? I'm contemplating it. I am contemplating it. It would be on this wheel, so then make the title of this stream saying my last stream on the G29 would then be a lie, but you know, don't have it down as intentional, please. Right then, we're going to have time for either 2 more Daily Race C's or a Daily Race C and then 1 more Daily Race B or A. We'd either do 3 shorter races or we can do Daily Race C plus something else. What would we rather? Get your votes in. We've got a little bit of time to decide here. So we'll either do Daily Race C again and then go on to Daily Race B or A. We haven't done we only done Daily Race B once, so I think I know where Stu will be voting. Since he bloody loves Dragon Trail, Stu does. So maybe that's where we'll be heading off over to. What do we think? What are we voting for? Stu's saying Daily Race B. How did I guess? I'll tell you what, let's do another... let's do this. Let's do Daily Race A, because that's the next race, so we've only got 5 minutes. Then we'll do Daily Race B, and then we'll decide, and then we'll either do Daily Race A or B at the end of that, see which one we fancy. So, apologies, Stu, I'm going to make you wait a little bit more, but we'll do Daily Race B after. We get back on to Daily Race A, since we were doing alright. Oh, actually, let's see. What did I want to do? This is what I want to do. Global ranking. 131, despite improving. Nightmare. Right, let's go again on this one then. Remaining in the Beetle. It's kind of my car of choice round here. If I can improve this, I'd be quite happy as well. I wanted to get this down to the 45s, but I think that's a bit out of reach for the one night of practice that we've got. I think that would take me a long time to secure. I think there's 2 or 3 tenths left in this still, but I think anything more than that would take a long time for me to get to to shave off that extra time. Right, let's get 1 second taken off here, and that will be an improvement. At least 1 second. I want like 1.2, 1.3 off of this, really. Try and keep the car pointing the right way. Of course, time going sideways is time lost. Felt like that was quicker, but clearly not. Lost time there as well. Ah, we've outbraked. Ah! Bugger! That's that one out of the window then. No improvement on that one. Let's see where we start when we get into this then. Hopefully we can start at least in the top 6 and have ourselves, a fairly decent race. But I don't think that's going to be the... Oh my goodness, right, P1 again. Alright then. P1 again. I mean, to be fair, let's be fair to me here. I don't think that 46.5 is a bad time. I don't think that's too bad a time. I mean, if this was Daily Race C, a 146 on the Group 3s would be way off. Because there'd be so many more people having done it. But, it's still 2 seconds off the top time. Or 1 second off the top time, I think. I can't remember now. Jonathan, the wheels is what Stu sent through, like, literally last year. So getting on to that one finally, the T300. So we're going to be upgrading to that. And as I say every stream, I apologise to Stu for why it's taken so long. But this Friday is the day we're going to change. Did plan to do a Logitech review today, but and literally my camera, even my camera was overheating, so I did try doing a review of this. That just went wrong very, very quickly when everything went to pot. And so yeah, so I'm going to do that on Friday, get the wheels switched, and then hopefully the daily races next week will be the first stream on the new wheel. That's going to be the plan. Might try and get one done Saturday or Sunday, but that's just sort of dependent on how everything goes. So right then, let's try and defend this one then. We got 6 laps of defending to do. We've got these guys behind me which are they weren't too much slower. They were not too much slower at all, so... Although I've just been thinking, all these good results that I got a few good results before I came onto the stream at Daily Race A here, and I was thinking, oh, that'll have upped my DR quite a bit, that'll be great, and then I forget that Daily Race A now does no longer impact your DR or your SR. So that makes absolutely no difference. Right then, 5 laps to go. Try and build ourselves a decent gap here. I thought these guys would have been on it from the start, to be fair, but maybe it's a little bit of fighting or a mistake early doors. It's allowed me to get a little bit of a gap, so. Yeah, they are. They're catching up there because that was a silly mistake, that one from me. That's no good. Oh, no, 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 no. Thrown that one away then, haven't we? Right to the back of the grid. Oh, you absolute plonker. Just ran too wide, kept my foot in it though. Oh man, from pole position as well, thrown away. We were quite a bit faster than those guys, though I don't quite think that we're going to be able to catch up, but let's just see how much further back up the grid we can get, because we need to make progress again here. have a fair bit of traffic to try and get through. Hopefully I come up to all these guys just kind of like at the right times. I still don't think it's going to be that easy to make much progress yet. It was guaranteed, that one, wasn't it? Absolutely guaranteed. It's always when we don't need to crash that I crash. Right, 8.1. Oh, that's dropped down to 7 there. That's an entire second those guys have lost up top through a mistake of some sort. It's cost them big time, that, so... We are on for a recovery drive here, but how much recovering we can do in 2 and a little bit laps is going to be rather questionable. However, P1 just going into the hairpin now. Right, 6.5, let's go. It's interesting though because the next position is 2 seconds, which means that the first 7 positions are all covered by 4.4 seconds, which is quite tight for them all to be in. But at a track like Barcelona, that is, you've actually, you know, you're going to really, even those guys are going to struggle to get any moves done. And they're less than a second away from each other. Really difficult track to progress through the field on, but it does offer up, you often see in the top lobbies, some tremendous overtakes when you do see them happen. .3 of the lead. Right, here we go then. It's a case of how many overtakes can we get done on the final lap. How many overtakes can we get done in 1 lap? Hopefully for us, that is the first one. Should have actually just pushed him along. Close that gap a little bit more. Oh, you plonker. You absolute buffoon. First overtake of the lot, and we've mucked it up. Ah, man. Totally messed it up. Tell you what though, we've got fastest lap. let's hope for some better luck on Daily Race B, yeah? Ah, so frustrating because every corner, every lap of every corner of every lap, more or less, we've made up time. Even there, that wasn't taken particularly well, but we've made up half a tenth. Just one of those races, isn't it? Typical race for me, that though. Typical race. Binned it twice. Lost a load of positions. Just when it looked promising. Bin it again. Oh my god. Wow. 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 Right. Daily Race B it is. Bob saying T300, very good wheel. I would upgrade pedals to the TLCM load cell. Stu might be able to say that might be because they are upgraded pedals as well. I believe, if I remember rightly. They may be the pedals. I can't quite remember. Stu might be able to tell me though. Which ones they are. But yeah, wow, that was awful race, that one. Absolutely awful race. How are you getting on? Well, James, you could not have joined at a worse time because it was going well up until that race right there. It was actually going pretty well indeed. We wait 30 or so seconds, get ourselves loaded in with this race. Michael's saying it's how his races end up a lot of the time. Yeah, well then, in that case, mate, I know the feeling. What car are we going to go with here? We go with it's going to be the GTR, isn't it, up round here? I mean, literally, look at the state of that GTR. Oh, we got one Huracan. Yeah, we got the Alpha in there. I think it's going to be... The GTR is going to be my car of choice as well, to be fair. So we'll get entered with that. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? GTR. Bosh, we go blue. Blame the car. Nah, to be fair, it was all my fault. That Beetle served me very well for a load of really good races on Daily Race 8, just before the stream as well. Right, let's try and get a semi-decent time in this one, shall we? Try and get to the 47s. Braking a bit too early, a bit too late rather. Right, we get some laps in here. Hopefully we can, well, we can definitely improve that 48 because that wasn't very quick at all, I don't think. Clearly need a quick stab of the brakes around there. Threes you might be able to get away with just a downshift, but not in these. Right, let's go then. Try and get... Oh, it's an improvement there of 7 thousandths rather, I think, of where we were at. There we go. We're going to go 150 to brake here. Still somewhat a bit too late. Difficult car to get stopped, this GTR. Right, that can just be absolutely planted there. If I braked a bit too early there, got stopped, but if I just kept that planted, that would have been alright. Right, 1.1. 1.5. That's starting to look a little bit better. Ooh. Right, I can definitely improve there then, because we made a slight mistake there on the way in. We get another 5 laps here. Probably, maybe it's even 6. My maths is quick enough there. Right, so what's this going to be down? See if we can get this down. 47. Will this already be down to the 46s? Just. Oh, no. 47s. Right, first things first, let's get this down to the 46s. As low down the 46s as possible. A lot of time being up in 4th there. It should have been 3rd gear. Going to lose time there. Yeah, about 10th lost. Not quite as smooth. Although we hopefully gain it back here by trying to keep that steering a little bit smoother. Off the steering. Time lost overall there. Bit too much throttle being carried as I was trying to turn left to get through the death chicane. Caused me a bit of understeer and then having to compensate even more. So right then, that's still an improvement. We're down to the 46s now. I want to aim for 46.5 or as close to as we can. Keep it in 3rd here because that was where we lost a boatload of time. I mean, that was still a rather horrendous mistake there into that corner, so a lot of time. Oh, that was the worst mistake though. That was an even worse mistake. Let's just keep going. Yeah, 10th gain there by just taking that correctly. 46.5 is what we're aiming for here. Let's go again. Anyone want to take a guess at what our lap time's going to be? You all know the score. Correct guess, all 3 decimal places. Free t-shirt is yours from the merch store. Oh, we've done that again. Same mistake there. That's costly, that. That is way too costly. Look at that, 6, 7 tenths lost. Ooh, that was tight. Right, yet again, let's go and try and get ourselves a decent lap. We got some guesses in there on the lap times. I'll catch them in just a sec. I hope they're optimistic though. I hope they're positive. Oh, we still got loads of drop frames as well. That's no good. Have I said that it's the heat? Have I said that all the devices in this room are overheating? Have I mentioned that yet? Sounds like I'm exaggerating. Genuinely is the case. I can't get over it, how warm it is. Let's keep this planted. Let's go. Right, yet again, we're up the same spot here, same point in the lap. Just let's not make a mistake. Let's just play it safe, actually. So that we know we can improve our time. Get an improvement done and then try and push a bit more on the next one. You can kind of try and almost use the train track method, yeah. The train track hack for those curbs there. You used to be able to just drive them straight on. They used to be a lot bigger and you used to be able to drive them straight on and just lose no lap time whatsoever. But of course they updated that. Oh no, don't run wide. No. No. Absolutely typical. Absolutely typical. Right, what will I get here? 2 more laps? Maybe. I think I will just fall short of 2 laps here. Right, hopefully not though. Here we go, right, let's go. Let's do this one properly. Same thing I've said at the start of each of these laps now. Shows the improvement. and the difference that it makes just by taking that chicane well. Oh, come on, please let me cross the line with enough time here. Don't quite think it's going to be enough. I think we'll just fall short of being able to carry this lap through here to the race. Might as well go for it, try and take the risk. Didn't quite get the braking done right though. Compromised quite a bit there. Do not believe it. Keep making the same silly mistakes. Could have taken a couple of tenths off here. Look at the difference. I don't think we'll cross the line. I think we'll just fall short of crossing the line in time here. Oh man, what am I doing? Yeah, it's not going to be enough. We're going to fall short crossing the line by literally like 2 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Right. Where are we on this? Oh, we're down. We're way down the bottom. We are way down the bottom. Alright, P13. It'll be a fat chance of progressing through the field here, but right, since I am literally cooking to death, we're going to make this the last race of the stream. And then, depending on when I stream next, the next stream you see me on will be on a brand new wheel. Or so is the plan. Really looking forward to it. I've got to say a huge thank you to Stu once again. But I will be thanking him massively in the upcoming video. And many more streams to come as well. So hugely excuse me, hugely appreciated of everyone tuning in, of Stu as well, obviously, for the donation of the wheel, which is just like absolutely insane, ridiculous. I'm still waiting for him to message me saying I've changed my mind, can I have it back, of which case I will absolutely send him it straight back as is only right. So I am waiting for that message off him. But yeah, we're going to get on to that this week. And I know I've been saying it and putting it off next week. But this is the week it's finally going to be happening. So let's see how we do in this race here. We're 11 seconds off the lead. I can't imagine us, oh, now you can make that 10 seconds, but I can't imagine us doing too much in this one, starting this far back, but we will absolutely do our best. Dragon Trail is one of those notoriously difficult tracks to overtake and progress through the field on. We've got 5 laps to do our best here. So, oh, the red GTR there made the same mistake as me. He almost lost it, and that's how well we want to be taking that corner. That's about a tenth and a half there, taken out to the leader, just by taking that damn corner right for a change. And I get the feeling that P1's under a bit of pressure here. He's going to be defending for this first lap until he can try and break away, but the more that he defends, the slower he will be to break away. Right, let's at least try and get into the top 10. Fairly decent lobby this one though, so you know, all of similar standard, and they're all quicker than me, obviously. Everybody ahead who qualified further upfield. Oh, that is massively misjudged, that one. Oh, that was awful. That was that was embarrassing. That was horrendously done. What am I doing wrong? I keep making the same mistake on that corner. Look at that stream. I'm watching the stream there. It's going on and off, and it's sort of lagging and then fine and then not lagging and then fine and then lagging again and whatever. So again, I can only apologise for that one. Not the same issue that we've had where we have had lagging and skip frames and whatnot, but different reason altogether this time. I think I've finally got over the other issues. Now it's happening for a slightly different reason, but right, I feel like the Spaniard here in the GTR is really trying to push, and I keep seeing him making a few mistakes, so quite make that one happen, could I? Oh no! Nearly lost that there. Silly mistakes, come on. 2 positions is all I need to get here. That's all I want. This is my point of just how difficult it is to actually get past people though on this track. Obviously you have a couple of hairpins and late braking corners, but like, oh Jesus, that's a penalty if ever I've seen one. That is a clear-cut penalty if ever I've seen one. Where we get one move done on that Alpha. So let's try and get P10 now from the Spaniard. Slight mistake from him, he's gone into the wall, we're going to get round him. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Yeah, that's the weird thing actually when I think about it. When you're fighting with people around here, you do lose a bit of time, but I get the feeling that you don't lose as much as it maybe feels like, because, or defending or whatever, because most of these guys, it's difficult to run this track side by side, that has to be said. It's really difficult to run this side by side. You always end up, if you try and go into a corner, or 2 people go into a corner, one of them comes out in front. Very difficult for 2 people to go into a corner. Very rare that you see 2 people go into a corner around here and 2 of them come out side by side. So that, I find that when you're racing against someone, or it feels like you're attacking or defending, meant it. That was deliberate, that. You don't lose too much time. You do when you do stuff like that, as by the fact that now everyone is right up behind me. But yeah, I think that's also what makes it such a tricky track to progress through the field, when you think, oh, those guys are fighting there, which is what I thought when I saw those guys up ahead. I was like, but I know how difficult this is to actually catch up to them. Right, he's definitely going to go for the move here. At least I thought he was definitely going to go for the move. Turns out that he is not. Scrape of the wall. P11 there. Well, it's not where I thought I would be, but the battle is on here, or the defence is on for P10. I would have liked to have been a little bit further up. Such is the nature of being out of your depth in a track that you're not very good at. Right, P10 has the position here. We'll see if we can get this back, have a little battle with him on the final lap. I think we'll have him here into the braking zone. I thought I would do. Both of us trying to brake as late as possible. No, both of us have made a mistake. Both of us have made a mistake. We're going to get P10 by default. How fortunate is that? That is so lucky there. Oh man. Well, we should have had P9 there in the end. Slight mistake from the top spot as well, I think. Judging by the gap there, came down a little bit, but there we are then. Right, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. I'm going to wrap things straight up, because the longer I drag this out for, the more cooked I and all of everything in here, every device is getting. So I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Next stream should be on the new wheel and pedals, which I'm very much looking forward to. Yeah, I'm going to round it out there. I always say the same thing, lots of content on the way, all the rest of it, but in truth, it's taken me a lot longer to get around to everything than it should do. Appreciate everyone sticking around and still tuning in for the streams, despite having no reason to, and despite nothing really new going on the channel. So appreciate that from everyone. But yeah, not too bad all in all. James is saying, what's James saying there? No lag or dropped frames. So weird, because I'm watching it and it definitely is. But if it's not dropping for you guys, then you know, bonus, absolute bonus. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. Thanking you so much, and I should catch you all in the next stream. Oh, life of its own now. It's saying, please don't leave me. Please don't change me out. Yeah. New wheel and pedals next stream. Really looking forward to it. Actually, no, that's a lie, because I may do a time trial stream on Thursday, and I may do this 200 laps of this Fuji. Haven't decided it yet. I've done the thumbnail, I've scheduled the stream, but I haven't put it live yet. I'm undecided. So let me know if you think you would genuinely actually tune in for that. But we might give it a go, we might not. We will see. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Catch you all at the next stream. I'm pressing buttons here because I thought my laptop had gone to sleep, but I've put the brightness all the way down. Appreciate it. Catch you all in the next one, guys. Thanking you very much. Toodles.